Well, whatever, bro.
No countdowns here.
Did you tweet it?
Well, you said, okay, I'm ready to go. So I was like, okay. And then you were about to say, let's go. But then Blue interrupted. So I'm like, okay, I just hit the button.
Give me time, bro. I gotta.
Anyway, hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. It's a spooky Halloween day. And I didn't have a costume because apparently I didn't get the memo that we were supposed to wear costumes.
I messaged it this morning.
We weren't supposed to.
What? You
We
did?
weren't supposed to.
I didn't see this message. I think you're lying to me.
The other day, I was, when was it? Yesterday at 12 a.m. Hey, are we good to do D&D? Everyone's like, yeah. And then Myrtle's like, can I wear my costume? I'm like, yeah. And then Stuart's like, I'm gonna do it too. I'm like, yeah. And then now I'm here just because I felt left out.
Yes.
I could have put on a monkey suit if I had known that we were doing this, but now I'm trapped in a chair and I can't bother to get up.
It's fine. It's not required.
Mm-hmm.
In my heart, it is.
Which?
You have a heart?
Gasp. Jealousy.
That's like something Reximus would say, bro.
Reximus, are you in there? It's me, God.
Anyway, Niner is late again. I don't know when exactly he'll get here,
alive.
but it'll be soon.
I mean, yeah.
All right, we're going with green D20 today. It seems to like Nova.
Nice.
Technically, actually, Niner is here. He's just in his Invisible Man costume.
When we last left off, there was a child murder.
Oh yes, so we'll go ahead and do the. Are we all good to do last times?
Mm-hmm.
I am.
Cool. I'm gonna take off the mask because it's very uncomfortable.
That's fine.
Oh my gosh, it's Bluesferatu.
Surprisingly enough, this is actually uncomfortable too. It keeps falling down every time. I just do it for the sake of it.
It hurts my forehead, so I put like an old shirt sleeve.
Hey, welcome to the stream.
Right here, it's great. I got, like, if you could see it, I literally just have this on my forehead with that mask on.
Oh.
Anyways, so last we left off, our party started a forest fire.
We did?
Invaded a funeral and met Nova.
Oh yeah, we did start a forest fire. I forgot about that.
So, in a little more detail, last we left off our party with their friend Naomi. Their travel companion Naomi began their journey to Hollow Hill, making a stop at a nearby village to rest for the night before traveling through the woods, through the Woodland Passage to Hollow Hill. On their way there, Tat and Alcides figured out a fun little combination of Neon Breath and Fire Bolt, which caused an explosion and scared off a majority of the surrounding monsters that would have invaded them in the night.
We did it.
During the night, Reximus had a fun conversation with the, as he now knows, Eldritch God inhabiting his body, is having an existential crisis. Chrissy had a nice dream of a beach, the ocean, and blood. Woke up with her hand cut. A few minutes later, the hand was healed. Tat slept very well, doing some pranks on Reximus. And Alcides, well, was Alcides. In the morning, they finished packing up, made their way to the village, and fell upon a funeral. On the side of the funeral, they met a young cleric woman by the name of Nova. And that is where we pick up. The party has just met Nova. Reximus has introduced himself to Nova. Nova's vice versa. Nova has introduced themselves to Reximus. And you all stand maybe about 5-10 feet away from the back of the funeral processions. How would you like to proceed?
Blue, I want to ask a quick question because I didn't write this down in my notes. I was just referred to as an eldritch god in the, like, remind me again how that went, because I didn't write it down for whatever reason.
So you had another fun dream of the beast with many eyes.
Yes.
Or the being with many eyes. They spoke to you about their request, how they would like you to help them basically get out of this fun little lockbox that they're in, which you so happen to stumble upon, and it connected itself to you.
Mhm.
At the same time, you were freaking out because you didn't know what it was, so you asked Buzzrar you made a wish to Buzzrar to basically gain the knowledge of whatever it is that's inhabiting your body, and you were given visions of a being. Oh yes, by the way, there is a photo of it if you want to look in the either the fan art or art segment. Ducky has been great and did a drawing of it.
I want to see.
Oh
so,
my gosh.
Yep. And so you made a wish to Bozrar to give you the knowledge. You were given visions of a young humanoid figure sitting, watching as the world literally melted away in a grayscale mass of nothingness. The single sun in the sky providing no light. You were given a name, but after the whole situation, you passed out and you can't remember the name. Your brain just
Right.
can't comprehend it.
Okay.
Yep. So you just know it's an eldritch god.
So anyway, after hearing that there was a little boy that apparently murdered a little girl, I'll be kind of quiet and like sitting in the back, more like, oh dear, am I going to be murdered too? I am frightened, but also conflicted because I want to murder this child as well. He needs to be beat up, but also I want to stay away from him. So I'm just kind of quiet.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna probably do some cleric things and like investigate this whole, child murder stuff. I mean, you guys are welcome. I was like told to find you. If you want to like join me for this until I can figure out what I'm supposed to do, that'd be pretty swell.
Sure thing. I'll say he kind of speaks up in the back. Sure thing. You said your name was Nova, correct?
Yeah, that's me. I'm Nova. Again, the surfer sort of like peace sign.
All right. And he kind of gives it back. I'm all Sadie's. The best person in this party.
No.
I just
That-
kind of like.
Oh yes, then you as you've met Reximus, he's our resident punching bag.
Yes.
You don't look.
I
You
don't
don't.
think that anyone refers to me as that, except for him.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
you
I-
don't.
don't know
You're
about
not. You're not shaped right enough to be a punching bag. For one, you have a face.
That's fair. Yes.
Yeah.
My face is
You're like
not
a-
good for punching?
Well, some faces are, but like punching bags don't usually have faces.
That's I guess that does make sense.
We had one at home that, like, one of those ones that stands up, that had a face, and you, like, bop it over.
Oh,
and
like one of the bop 'ems? Dude, yeah.
I don't know that brand, but...
The wonderful,
Oh,
good old inventor Boppa McGee makes
Yeah.
the Boppa puncher
Well,
bags.
that's the sound it makes when you hit it. It makes a bop sound.
Yeah,
It's universal.
universal.
Mm-hmm. It transcends.
I do know this. I have punched many things before.
Roll deception check.
You can't reach anything with
There.
your
I'm
tiny
gonna stop you
arms.
right there.
Do I
Roll
need to roll
deception
insight?
check.
Do I need to roll insight too? Or is it
Let
just
me-
that bad of a lie?
We'll
Got
find out.
11.
What's your passive? What's your passive insight?
Well, I don't have passive insight. I have my passive wisdom.
Oh, yeah,
My bonus for insight's +7.
Oh yeah, so no, you.
I'm just gonna kind of be like, you can punch things with those arms?
Okay,
like-
if they're close enough,
And, no, like close quarters, like MMA fight. Yeah, I get you.
Right. Yes. So
Yeah.
it's sort of like how they like hug each other and
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of like that.
I know. I'm picking up what you're putting down, dude.
Yeah.
I'm picking it up. That's That's
I
pretty
can
real
also
neat.
punch things with my mage hand, so I do that.
Oh yeah, see, magic. Now we're talking. I'm gonna cast light in my hand, the cantrip light.
Okay.
It's like I got
On
you.
your hand?
No, because I can make my hand glow.
Neat.
Yeah.
Like a nova of light.
Yeah.
Mind you, MMA stands for a Magical Misfit Arena. For copyright reasons, it's Magical
Yeah, I
Misfit
was like,
Arena.
how are we gonna?
What else did you think it stood for? What else?
Hi Izzy, welcome to the stream.
I'm sorry, I missed what you said.
Mystical Midget Arena? I don't know. You put me on the spot. All right, Magical Misfit Arena. All right, there. That's what we're going with.
Yes, please. Let's
All
not
right,
stray
so
from
we've got cool kid, we've got cool T-Rex, and then we've got. She's gonna point to Chrissy.
Robin Hood.
Nate Arena was another one we got.
Chrysanthemum, the
Major Arena. I like that one.
official coolest person in this group. Just want to state that fact. Aside from Tab being the adorablest, I'm the only one here with common sense. Aside from Braun,
I have
and
common sense.
money.
Okay, well, she just said that I was the cool one. I'm pretty sure.
Just because
So-
you're a T-Rex doesn't. Well, okay, maybe it does make you automatically cool, but
I mean, it does a little bit, yeah.
yeah. Okay, I can't argue with that one, but
But like, what do you bring to
still
the
a
cool
jerk.
table?
wait, what?
What do you bring to the cool table?
Shit.
Bullying people, probably.
Language.
Sorry.
And people lying to people.
I'm
Does
gonna
that
need
count?
you to
Any of
shut
that count
up.
as cool?
Are there like trust issues between you two?
He has trust issues with everything.
Why? You
Well,
just got a
not-
vibe. You just got a vibe, man.
I don't.
I don't know what that means, but I just try to, do what is best for me, and so. I
Do
feel
you
like
are you the kind of person who turns me problems into everyone problems?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
All right, that answers that.
All right. I do know that my dinner was disrupted recently when this one decided to use a salad fork during dinner. Or was it the other way around? I forget.
Y'all,
I can't even remember if it was the dinner fork
I
on the
just
salad.
used the wrong
salad
fork, and
on
he
the-
got his T-Rex arms in a tizzy.
Okay.
y'all use forks when you eat dinner? Okay.
Not normally. Sometimes I use a spoon.
No, that I respect that. I respect that. So, I want to go investigate.
I've kind of gotten distracted from the conversation, and I'm like kind of peeking through
I have
people's
two
legs at the
arthritis
funeral.
issues on
All
Friday.
right. While that's happening, Naomi is kind of keeping. Well, you feel Naomi's eyes on you, but the
Me?
whole situation. Yeah, on you,
Oh.
making sure you don't wander off in the whole situation.
Mhm.
Um,
I'm not wandering off, but I look like I'm considering causing mischief.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me,
Okay.
real quick. And while that's happening, Naomi's gonna kind of speak up. I'm Naomi. I'm just here for the ride.
12.
There's a funeral and everyone is talking about silverware.
Oh!
This is why you guys are 10 feet away from the back of the funeral, mind you.
Yeah.
So Tat's like slowly approaching, looking between people. What'd you roll?
12 total.
You see a lot of crying. A lot of people are very sad. It's a very small village, maybe 20 people at most.
Mhm.
And
So everybody's there.
seems like everyone is there, yeah.
Mhm.
I would also like
Um,
perception if I can, possibly.
Yep, yeah.
I want to see if there's anyone that's like not, or either is really trying to hide their emotions or is making too much, like one of the extremes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, go ahead and just give me a roll.
17 for perception.
Shit. Oops, shoot.
It's fine. I've said worse.
Hey, Loogie. Welcome to the stream.
And so you kind of look there. From the looks of it, you see the people kind of standing closest to the burial site. For a village, town, it's not rich, so there aren't like really nice dressed people, really nicely dressed. But for a funeral, it looks good. Especially for a town like this, the people are well dressed. The people closest to you can assume from that role are the father and mother of the child.
Okay.
The father has no emotion on his face whatsoever. He is completely stone-faced. The mother is in tears. It's not overreaction. It is you've seen people react to death before. It's very.
Sweet. Okay, yeah. Your cam froze for a second there, but you're good now.
You've seen people react to death, and this is a very common reaction. Both of them are. His reaction of the fatherly, I am strong, I will show no emotion, and the mother reacting to their child dying.
Yeah.
Everyone else is quite upset. There are a couple kids there who don't seem to get the gist of it, similar to Tat.
Right.
They're like, oh, why is everyone so sad? Some of the friends are you can assume would be friends of the small child. The younger girls are crying and upset. Just younger boys are like, oh, it's nothing, whatever. It's a vast variety of emotions.
So I guess there's no one that's like having any weird behavior during the funeral.
Not really, no. The most. Go ahead and roll an insight for me with advantage because you rolled so high on the perception check.
Okay.
I mean, weren't we told who the murderer was already? I don't know what you're looking for, Stu.
You were told it was a small child from Nova.
Yeah, it's
I just want to see like, does anyone here that's
that chick
sus? Anyone's sus?
I'm gonna steal her life.
Yeah, we gotta see if anyone's sus.
a 10. I got a 10 with the insight.
With advantage?
Yes, with it.
Damn, all right.
I rolled a 9 and then an 8, so it's tough.
Really? Is damn a swear word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a rather
So you get the sense that from the father side of things, he is very upset. There are people closer to the father who are furious, angry, more than sad. The father, and it looks like some of his close friends, possibly a brother, you don't know, look more angry than sad, which again is common. But other than that, it's not. This is the most uncommon emotion in this whole situation. Everyone else is either sad or not really getting the gist of it. And the ones who don't get the gist of it are usually just the young children who are there because their parents are there.
Right.
While you are kind of looking, a woman approaches your group. And sorry, losing my voice. I spent too much time yelling at dogs all day. A woman approaches your group, mid-40s, walks up, kind of gives a nod to Nova. Nova, you recognize this. This is the woman who kind of explained the situation to you originally. It's welcome. I'm sorry you've arrived at bad timing. We do apologize. This isn't the best time for visitors. As we told Miss Nova here, we are in the middle of mourning the loss of one of our children here in the village. If I may ask, what brings you here? I see you are writing a card from Tyrium, the capital. Have you come in regards to our letter requesting arrest?
Me, Stuart, is confused.
All right.
Because like,
Very caveman speak.
sorry, like we we're just kind of on the way, right? Like we weren't involved
Yeah.
with this specific.
No, you are passing through.
So we have no idea what they're talking about.
Nope.
Okay.
You get the sense that they must have sent a notice off to the Emperor to arrest the culprit.
Right. Okay.
Do they not have their own judicial system in this town?
Well, we do in the sense of mayor and leadership and convicting, but we don't have any guards or town guards. And when it comes to violent murders, we call upon the Emperor and the capital to send people to arrest culprits. We don't have it often. This is the first time in years.
Right. Well,
So-
I hate to be the one to disappoint, but we, as we were not sent here to assist with this specific case, we're just sort of passing through. So I guess it's up to my compatriots if we have the time to involve ourselves.
Naomi kind of looks down at you, Tad. Yeah?
Can you do something for them? They seem really sad. Like, you're really powerful with magic and stuff.
Well, there is magical means. Are you saying this kind of out loud so that everyone else can hear, or is it just
I'm
kind of
just-
a conversation between you?
I mean, I'm
Okay.
talking to Naomi, but other people can hear if they're close.
Naomi kind of like leans down and he's like, well, there is magic that could help them. I don't practice it, and majority of it is illegal, necromancy and things like that, bringing people back from the dead. If we had any healing spells and arrived before the child passed, we could have healed them, but as the looks of it, we got here maybe a day or two too late. And so Reximus, you had asked your party their thoughts on helping the situation. Okay.
Anyone?
Oh, you're
I'll say
asking
just
us?
kind of sitting back at the moment. Yeah.
Do we even have any authority to really do anything like this?
I mean, you guys have the capital cart. You're from the capital, aren't you?
So
You
we're
have
not actually at the place that we were intending to go
No.
yet, right? We're still on
No,
our way.
you are at a village on the way. You're going to stop at this village. The plan was stop at this village and then go from the village through Woodland Passage to get there because there are no direct roads to Hollow Hill.
So we were sent by the Emperor, so we are official.
And in all technicality, and I'm going to speak up, I am from the library. I do have say in regards to law. It's not a guard or court part of the court, but I do have some say.
I suppose the question is time really, I guess, do we want to spend time here doing this, or should we get a move on with this whole prevention of war thing kind of looming over our heads?
The woman kind of speaks up. Well, I don't want to bother you if you are not actually here for this situation. It is late. It is getting late. At this point, it's maybe like 5-6 p.m. ish.
Mm-hmm. And we were planning on staying the night here anyway.
At least that was Naomi's thought when you were getting there, because traveling through the woods at night is not the best idea.
Right. Right. Well,
I don't want to stay here.
You don't want to stay in this town? What do you plan on doing?
Well, I don't know.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm
Naomi
sure
kind of
about
looks at me.
that.
I mean, Reximus, she's a child, and we did just kind of throw her into, oh, there's been a murder of another small child.
That's a fair point.
Can we beat up the
Right.
mean kid?
You know, I was gonna go talk to the kid. Anyway, if you want to come beat him up with me, we can. You want to ride on my shoulders?
Can I stay behind you? You go
Sure.
first.
Sure. We can beat him up together, cause
Okay,
Yeah, you
I
know,
have a
that's-
new
that's
spell.
not-
Naomi taught me
Oh.
how to do this.
Oh,
I cast
no.
What do you?
firebolt.
What do you?
That's a
Where are
nearby.
you? Fireball.
Where are you casting?
I don't know,
fireball?
just a nearby. Any target. Just
I'm gonna say you cast
push.
it, I'm gonna say you cast it upwards.
That works.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm gonna DM discretion. We don't want to light anything on fire at the funeral, mind you.
not light the casket on fire, please.
that's like the wizard version of what I can do, and I'm gonna
Oh.
cast Sacred Flame, 60 feet away, where behind us, where no one is.
Okay, thank God.
God.
Blues Ferratu, have some faith in me. Dear gosh.
Don't
Oh,
have faith
boy.
in any of you, mind you.
All right. Can we please stop with the flame show for a moment? Just discuss this. I think it would be best if we would at least check on the situation and see if we are desperately needed in this current circumstance, and then if
Ugh.
they can handle it on their own, we move on. We stay here and we move on in the morning.
And you know what? Either way, you're doing like a good deed. I'm sure the Big E really appreciates the work you're putting out for his empire.
Big E. Now, are you talking
My old
about
nickname,
the
Gasp.
Emperor?
Yeah.
I kind of like that
Oh.
better. I think I call him that next time.
Oh, I don't. Okay. The
I
other
mean,
woman.
we're basically buds now, so
Oh,
Oh,
God.
you guys are like friends. That's
Yeah,
that's
we-
pretty cool.
We have his
We had a
number.
great
It's great.
we left.
Oh,
Something
dude.
about like taking care of yourself and wiping things like that.
Mhm.
I use Mage Hand now. Before it was I had like a
Oh.
servant and stuff.
Did you not learn
but now it's
prestidigitation?
Reximus, do we really need to go into
For
this
me to
now?
use.
About
The woman who came
Really
over
likes
to you,
talking
who
about
was
wiping his
the,
butt.
the woman who came over to you, who was attending the funeral, is just standing there aghast, just
After the fire and then this.
Yeah, it's-
We're gonna look into it for you, man. It's all good. It's all good.
So did we like disturb this funeral?
It may
Did
be
no one
better if
notice?
we wait for the officials from the Emperor who have been sent for this exact situation.
I mean,
I'll say it
do you
is.
think-
No, it's fine. We'll go ahead. We'll take care of it for you.
It is just a child, right? We can
Yeah,
take
what
him.
can one 10-year-old do?
I should have
I'm
the death
sure-
note or something.
I'm sure it wouldn't be, they probably need the exercise anyway, just being cooped up in that big place, that palace, So
Mm.
I'm sure the trip will be just fine. We could take care of this with them, and then you could just, let them know when they arrive.
She is very concerned. She doesn't know what she just brought upon this child.
I'm gonna pat the woman on the back comfortingly. So that's all good.
Roll a
got some-
charisma check for me.
Good thing my charisma's good. That is an 18.
Nice.
Okay. Well, if you have any questions, my sister, she kind of motions over to the woman who's crying, may not be the best to answer. Her husband is taking it better. I can answer some questions for you as well. Really, anyone. We're a close-knit community. We all know the general situation. If you are looking to find the boy, and she kind of motions to a house kind of off in the distance, doesn't look like anyone lives there. It's kind of falling apart. The roof, the shingles on the roof are just, it's gross looking. That is where the boy and his family used to live, and now it's just the boy.
He lives alone?
Yes, his parents passed away in a animal attack several years ago. Now, however, with current events, it doesn't seem to be just an animal attack. may have been the boy, but we aren't certain, as none of us were there.
Is he being guarded currently?
No, none of us are combative folk here in our village.
So he was just left alone?
We, before the events, these recent events, we helped him. We provided as much food as we could. He was allowed in town. I will go ahead and say that some of the children did tease him, but as children do. But everyone else was very parental in his parents' absence. Even Catherine and her husband, and she kind of motions over to her sister again. They, before his parents even passed away, they were more or less an aunt and uncle, godparents to him. Then, after everything occurred, that's how I believe they're taking it so hard. They basically raised him after his parents passed.
Could you say the thing again? EJ
Mhm.
got distracted. So there were animal attack. Was it an animal attack, or was it for
They
sure the boy?
Originally they're saying that his parents died what they believed was an animal attack, but after recent events they're not so certain anymore.
Was
that
the
it
girl
was
killed
animal.
in a similar way? Did they say, or
They didn't say, but they implied it.
okay? Continue. Sorry.
Yep, no. And that must be why Keith is taking it so difficultly. He's holding up very well. His friends have been helping him. He's been hiding himself in his work the past couple of days, but he's been, from what I can see, taking it well.
Right. Okay. I think that we need to send those best equipped to handle the situation over there to guard him while we look into this a little bit more. I would like to.
Maybe I should go play with some of the other kids instead. I don't know if I want to be there anymore.
Well, that might be helpful. Maybe you could get some insight from them as well.
What's insight?
It means telling you can talk to him better, because if he's a kid, you're a kid. Kids can talk in a way that most grown-ups just don't understand anymore because they're stupid.
So you're saying I should talk to the boy or talk to the other
talk
kids?
to
I was saying I was going to go play with. Okay.
Oh, yeah, because like Rexmus was like, you should go talk to the kid because you're a kid, so you can relate better.
I
I'll
also
be a
was
little
talking
nervous
about the
about
other
this.
kids, but
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
The other children,
like,
yeah, okay.
he could do that. Like she could do that too. Like I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it's, whichever. So are you suggesting that I stay with you guys?
I was saying you should, because I was gonna ask her, like whoever the woman is that we're currently talking to, but I was gonna ask her a few more questions about exactly what happened. But like I was saying that you could talk to the other kids, you know, if you like if that's if you feel comfortable with that. Or then I was going to suggest, since Nova was saying that if you're up to it, you could talk to the boy as well.
I'll do whatever you guys think is best.
Well, what are you comfortable with doing?
Both. I'm not scared.
Are you lying?
Yes.
I would like you to roll a deception check for me.
It's pretty obvious, but sure.
If it's pretty obvious, then never mind. Yeah, everyone else can.
Nova will be like, if you go talk to the boy, I can promise that I'll keep you safe, no matter what.
I doubt that he would try to hurt you with someone else in the room, especially if it's Alcides and Nova.
Okay. they are pretty big and scary.
All Sadie's flexes.
No, Nova is not
Drops to the ground.
impressed, and you see her
Does a couple
muscles.
push-ups.
You see how much? What's also AD's strength modifier?
It is
I thought he had
a
a
+5.
Okay, yeah. Nova also flexes and shows her bulging muscles.
Just too buff at.
She's got a +5 in her strength as well.
Oh boy.
Jeez. All right. Cool.
So they're just like competing at this point.
Yeah,
A
pretty
little
much.
bit.
Oh, boy.
Naomi, if you could assist me with this, and Chrissy, just find something useful to do. Anything at all.
Jeez.
Whoa!
Whoa.
I thought they were connecting a little bit.
Oh yeah, Chrissy. I don't know if, well, Myrtle. I don't know if you remember exactly, but after last session, there was the bit of the conversation where, you were talking with Reximus about the dagger, and
That's right.
that. Just want to make sure, because I'm fairly certain that's where this is coming from, but I'm not 100%.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, with that, Naomi and yourself, Reximus, are going to go ahead and continue talking with, from the implications, the aunt of the child who died.
Right.
Split part.
And Tat, you're going with Alcides and Nova up to the child's home. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Chrissy, what are you looking to do?
I guess go with Tat and them.
Tat and them? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I read Ducky's message in the chat. Reximus really said, "I keep my crush close on my enemy's 60-foot radius, but nowhere near me."
That's good.
So, we'll go ahead and start with the Naomi and Reximus talking with the aunt, and I would assume some of the other partitioners. No, that's not right. Practitioners of funeral. That sentence doesn't make sense. Other participants of the funeral.
Yeah, I wanna look around and see if there's like a place that we can like sit down that's like away from like the funeral and stuff.
Yeah. So you asked the aunt to kind of follow you towards town center, the center of the town, to sit down and kind of talk a little bit.
Hi, it's me, Ghost of the Dead Child.
Yo, what's up?
Is there any way
dead.
also?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, is there any way also that she can like send for, like the parents? Because I think that'd be interesting to talk to them as well.
Okay. Yeah, you ask her, and she's like, I can see if they're willing to. I don't know about my sister, but Keith is taking a little bit better than she is, and I can ask, and then I can meet you in the town center if you'd like.
Sure. Yes. Yeah, that'll work. I suppose we need to grab something to eat anyways first. So
Most of our shops are closed currently because everyone is here at the funeral. But
right, yes.
If I own the bakery, if you'd like to take some things, kind of as payment for these services.
Oh, that's not necessary. And I reach into my bag and I like toss her like a gold coin, I guess, maybe. I don't know how much it would be worth, but
All right. You go ahead and toss her a gold
All
coin. She takes it. All right, please help yourself. I'll meet you at the town center. My shop is the one with baked goods. It's not hard to miss. As she goes back off into the crowd, and you see her walk towards Catherine, her sister, and kind of pats her and kind of stands next to her. As you two make your way towards the center of town, with Naomi closely following.
Mm-hmm.
With that, Nova, Tat, Chrissy, and Alcides, you all begin to make your way to the house that was pointed out to you. Alcides kind of looks down at you and is like, "Don't worry, I'll. He's not gonna hurt you. No one. You got both of us here. We will." And then Chrissy's also here, who can stab the kid in the back if need be. She's trying to comfort you a bit.
Yeah. I will still seem very on edge. Not really saying much.
Is there any conversation you want to have on your way up to the house?
No, it's just vibing.
Vibing during a funeral.
Vibing during a
Let's do
funeral.
it.
Funeral vibers, grave goers.
Listen,
Let's
she's
go.
a bit of a
What is
a
up,
surfer, bro.
Bit of a surfer, bro. I hate that.
You loved it when I pitched it to you.
I just hate the words
Chad.
Chad. So
It's basically just an Alcides clone.
it really is. Oh my god, it really is.
There's two of them now.
Except this one can do much more.
Yeah, this one can actually keep you alive. The other one just tanks it. So the four of you. Yeah, the four of you. Can I count? Yes,
Alcides,
four of you.
Yes.
Nova,
Alcides,
Tat,
Nova,
Chrissy.
Yeah. So the four of you, after walking 2, maybe 3 minutes up the hill, you find yourself at the front step of the house. Alcides is standing in front of you, Tat, kind of keeping you behind him.
Mm-hmm.
The house is, from a distance, looks decrepit. Looking a bit closer, it's not great. It is more or less falling apart. The windows are dirty. There look to have been plants in the window seat, and they look to have been like plants or flowers, something growing around that has just kind of died. Looking past the house, you see the woodland passage, the passage that you were going to take to get through to Hollow Hill. Behind it, and it makes the whole thing look a lot more ominous, with the large dark forest behind it, the sun setting, and this house, which is more or less falling apart. How far back from the door are you standing down? That way I can kind of get an idea how far away Alcides is as well.
So, in order to open the door, or was it already open?
It's shut. The door is shut. So basically trying to figure out the order of this. Like, Alcides is standing kind of in front of you two, as you requested, to kind of protect you.
Yeah.
So then I'm trying to figure out where he is in correlation with the house and where Nova and Chrissy are.
Yeah, I'll be
I'd
standing.
probably be next to
like,
Alcides.
I'll be standing like about a foot behind him, just kind of peeking around.
Okay.
I don't know who opened the door, or
Yeah. So no one has opened the door yet. Is Nova or Chrissy are either going to...
I'll open the
Knock.
door.
Okay. So you walk over to the door. Do you knock or do you just straight up open it?
Oh, I open it.
Oh, okay. You go to open the door and it is locked. You jiggle
it a-
the-
it's no
is it a-
problem. There's two giant people with
is it
20
a wooden
strength.
door?
It is a
She gonna
wooden
kick down
door.
That door will be taken away.
Roll a strength check.
Amazing.
Are there any
that
other
is-
openings? Like, you said this is a
15
decrepit
plus
house.
5.
Not natural. A dirty 20. Okay. Yes, there are other openings, Tad. By the way, as you see, you kind of look around, like you see when the windows is open, and you just see Nova kick the door, and it just splinters
Oops.
everywhere. As you look in, you see a small, dirty child. And Ducky, yes, you can go ahead and post it now if you'd like. Small, dirty child huddling against the wall, scared out of his mind.
Yes.
He's covered in dirt and blood.
Dirt child.
Short, scruffy brown hair.
See this.
Looks to be wearing clothes that
Oh,
are too
thank
big
you.
for him. As he
Yes, thank you.
huddles there in a corner, scared out of his mind.
Sorry about the door, kid.
Why? I'm sorry. It wasn't me, I promise. I'm sorry.
I mean, no, I'm the one who broke the door.
I don't think he's talking about the door, hun.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh,
Cat, please don't get on my desk. You're gonna break
look
everything.
at this sad, dirty child. I'm sorry, I'm not talking in the thing. I'm talking about the picture that Dustin
picture,
just
yeah.
posted. Oh my god, this boy is depressed and starving. He needs some meat. Somebody get this man some shrimp.
You take a look at him, and he doesn't look like he's been fed in about a week.
Where's the
He's-
art deck you posted?
Fan art. He is gaunt. He looks tired, like he hasn't slept. Tear marks leave streaks of clean space on his face where the dirt did not reach, and the tears washed it away.
Cat, stop. You're gonna stand right on my keyboard. Stop.
Alcides kind of looks a little bit closer, goes a little bit closer with Tad. I'm assuming you falling behind him.
What?
The child is scared out of his mind.
Okay. So can I see him from where I am?
You can kind of see him. You're further away, so it is a little more difficult. As between you is Nova, who is standing kind of in the doorway, Chrissy kind of looking behind, and then Alcides standing behind that.
Can I
And you
shuffle
bind
out of the way with the door so everyone else can come in?
You hit the door, and it just
Oh, okay, it's gone.
It's gone. It is
There is
Okay.
no
gone.
door. The door no longer exists.
Then I'll shuffle in so everyone else can filter in.
Okay. What's your passive wisdom again? It's
My
plus
passive
7?
perception is 17.
Okay. You look around the room, and it is cluttered mess of clothes, desks have been knocked over, and you see, and actually all of you see this as you kind of filter into the house and look around. The doorways in look broken and shattered. The doorways inside the house, like 2 other rooms, the door frames, into other rooms look broken and shattered as if they've been pushed aside. Desks and everything is broken. The floorboards are cracked from enormous weight, and you just see this boy very afraid, looking at your party, who has now invaded his home, mind you, after he's been, to your knowledge, after he committed a murder to your knowledge. He's covered in blood. He is freaking out.
He's covered in blood.
He is covered in blood. It is dry blood. Blood, dirt, and all the like. Chrissy, please make a wisdom saving throw for me. And Tat, please make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Eat.
I actually don't know where my d20 is. I think my cat's sitting on it.
Nice.
He's forced his
You
way
ready
into
for my
room.
number?
Yes.
19.
Nice.
Are you ready for my number?
Yes.
6 total.
Oh,
Mm.
I don't have my
Loser.
stat sheet yet. I haven't figured out my login. I'm a dummy.
So I'm here sitting thinking that she was about to dox herself. Just be like, here's my phone number.
Yeah, everybody call me. Like, I will drop my
555.
phone number right now, actually.
2678 724.
So you got a non-natural 20, Chrissy.
Yes. Because of that
Tat,
dagger I stole.
you got a 6 in total, plus your
6 is the total.
6 is the total. Is that the plus 2, or is that just the dice roll?
That's the plus 2.
Oh,
You
okay.
have no brain.
Don't like that.
Don't
like that.
Guess I'll die.
Guess I'll die then.
Cat drinking dummy juice.
Don't turn me into a werewolf too. I don't like it.
So,
Cat has
Christy
2
and
brains.
Nova, as you're both looking around the house, kind of gathering all this in, you catch in the corner of your eye Tat, huddling behind Alcides, freaking out. and a slight glow comes off of Tat for a brief moment, and then nothing. And Tat, you now stand behind Alcides. You know the general situation, but as if it were a dream. Everything's catching up again, as if you just woke up from a dream.
Well, I'll immediately take out my hairpins and put them in my bag and let my hair fall down around me.
Chrissy, with your roll, as you're looking around, you see this small glow come from Tat. It must just have been the mirror or something. And a thought enters your head for a brief moment. Why are we waiting for the guards? The kid could just die. It'd be easier. And then the thought filters out of your mind. And you now stand in the room. Moving back to Reximus and Naomi. You have made your way to the center of town. It's a nice town. It's quaint. It's not cramped at all. The buildings are got a good distance between them. You find the bakery that you were informed of. You kind of go over to the door. The door is not locked for the bakery. And you enter in, take some baked goods, some bread, and everything along those lines, and make your way back to a bench in the center of town. Reximus, is there anything you want to do while you wait for the aunt and possibly the parents to show up?
Yeah. I guess just we've got our bakery stuff, right?
Yep.
God, this is awkward. Why did I set myself up for this?
Your choices.
I should have. I should. Whatever. So we're just kind of awkwardly sitting there for a bit, and then I'm just like, "Hey, so I'm sorry about this whole. I guess just like the way I've been acting, you know.
It's fine. It's how you are. I don't know why you're apologizing.
Right. No, I meant like the part where I was just being weird. You know, not
now?
like myself weird, but like out of character weird.
So I will go ahead and say I don't know you very well. We've only known each other for about a day or two.
Right.
So I don't know the not yourself situation.
That's a fair point. You know what? Let's just never mind. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, we could just forget all like everything. You know? Can I start over?
Let's just act like this conversation didn't happen.
Sure. Yes. Okay. So what'd you get?
A cinnamon roll.
Ah, yes. Is it hard to eat with like the whole blind? Well, I guess we have a thing that you can see through, but
Being blind doesn't make it so I can't eat things, just makes it harder to see. And the bird fixes that. And she kind of points up to the sky. It's like looking at a painting from someone else's view. It's weird. It took a while to get used to.
right. Well, how high up is this bird?
It's not very high up. It's circling you guys.
Okay.
It's like you could reach up and grab it if you so desired. Wouldn't recommend it, but you could.
So, I guess the best part about it is that you don't have to look in the mirror when you're getting ready in the morning or anything like that. You could just like look at yourself, sort of.
Yeah, that is the case. And I mean, to be fair, most commonly I don't actually care what I look like until some people decided to bring up my appearance.
Right. Yes.
Very rudely, mind you.
I'm sorry about that. That was inconsiderate.
Right.
So it's a pretty great day to pretty good weather. You know.
For a funeral, yeah, it's a great day for a funeral.
Oh, okay. Well, I meant, you know,
The weather is nice.
because
Yes.
of the circumstance, right? Yeah.
Could be worse.
Yes.
So if
Could
you-
be more, worse.
It couldn't be more awkward.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
She takes a bite out of her cinnamon roll. A few minutes pass in silence. She does not bring up any other conversation. And you both sit there quietly eating your baked goods. And the woman you'd been speaking to before, you see her kind of in the distance make her way towards you with Catherine, the mother, from what you informed, her sister, and Keith, and a few other people making their way over to you as well. It seems that she was able to convince her wife to come talk to you. Or sorry, her sister to come talk to you. Sorry. Freudian slip. Sorry. No. Secondhand embarrassment is real. So they make their way up, and the woman kind of says, "Thank you for your patience. Sorry, we're finishing talking with some of the other villagers. I didn't properly introduce myself. My name is Sam. Pleasure. Samantha. I prefer Sam, though. As I stated, my sister Catherine and her husband Keith, along with a few of his colleagues and friends, have come to kind of answer questions for you."
Right. Well, I would just like to start with introductions first. My name is Reximus Snarlshire. This is Naomi,
Pleasure.
the library, and well, I would just like to, if I could just sit with you all, and Sam, if you could just walk me through what happened. I could possibly ask more questions specifically about the situation.
Well, to be fair, I don't believe any of us were really there. And Keith, no, I was there. I walked in on fucking.
Ooh, language.
Sorry, I said the kid's name, and I realized it sounds very similar. Falcon is his name. I muttered it, so I do apologize. No swearing was involved there.
It's okay.
Falcon was sitting above my daughter.
Oh,
Hey, Niner.
hey, Alcides.
It appears from nowhere. All right.
Perfect.
How's it going, guys?
How's it going? Falcon was sitting above my daughter, Maya. Her 2.5. It was covered in her blood. I don't know if he meant to. When I walked in, it looked like he was trying to, I don't know, put her back together in some way. He was, I don't know. He, and Sam kind of speaks up. He was playing with some of the other children when, from what he told us, he got upset and lashed out at her, and in turn, after some of the other children ran and grabbed us, myself and Catherine, he had been over the body for a few moments, and as Keith had stated, he was crying. He didn't. I don't believe he meant to.
Like
and
trying
Catherine
to
is.
resist the urge to make Among Us references right now. Sorry, go ahead.
Catherine hasn't said a word at this point. She is just crying quietly to herself.
So you stated that you also had this boy in your care, although he is not yours. He is an orphan, correct?
His parents passed away 2 years ago, and we had more or less taken him in. Made sure he had
Right.
food. He spent a lot of time up in his own home, but
Did
he was
you
with us.
notice? Did you notice anything different with him in the past week or so? Anything different about his behavior, the way he was acting?
He was always shy, more so after his parents passed away. He didn't talk to anybody. The children tried to play with him. Our daughter was one of them. Our daughter took a liking to him, but her methods of play were... I will go ahead and say she did tease and bully him. It wasn't... I didn't like it, and I tried to get her to stop, but... something she said must have gotten to him, and all that pent-up sadness and anger must have just lashed out. And I don't know how he did it, but it was...
So this is you just sort of... I mean, no one expects this to happen, of course, but it wasn't too much of a surprise that he would do something like this, or what? I mean, has he ever done anything like this before?
Keith begins to speak, and Catherine, the mother who had been quiet up until this point, are you saying we should have expected him to kill our daughter?
No, not at all. That's not what I'm saying. I am just... It simply seems that this was a very disturbed boy who needed help, and maybe still does, but he also should be out of the reach of other children. I think, especially with this happening.
Keith kind of... No, we didn't expect him to do what he did, but growing up a young boy myself, I do know and understand that sometimes we lash out. I expected as much. I expected him to maybe yell and or hit her, but nothing like this. He had never done anything like this before. He'd been such a sweet boy. But again, he kind of looks off in the distance, looks up at the house. Loss makes people do things.
Is there anything that Naomi wants to bring up or ask?
Naomi's been fairly silent the entire time, just nodding quietly and looking at her eyes, kind of taking notes.
Sure.
In her mind.
Yeah.
Little situation.
Is
Not
there
really
anything
asking any questions
about how they're talking about him that could is there anything that was the mother getting defensive of them as parents, or was she getting defensive of him, the boy?
Them as parents. From the gist of it. Go ahead and roll an insight if you want more detail for it.
16.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely gave us the vibes of defensive as parents, like the question of are you blaming us for not expecting it, more or less?
Right. Yeah.
Not of him as the boy. From whenever you mention him, or Keith, her husband, mentions him, she grimaces angrily. She reels back a little bit. She tenses up. She does not have any care for him from the looks of it.
So, if I may ask, what exactly happened after you found him there? Well, found them both there.
I lashed out. Keith kind of speaks. I picked him up and threw him out of the house and went over to our daughter. And he ran away. Most likely back up to his house. And my brother and I and our friends, and he kind of motions back. We went up after him afterwards. We tried to get in, but the door was surprisingly strong for, such an old house.
What were you intending to do?
I don't know. Honestly, at the time, I was probably going to hurt him, but I don't know.
Is that the kind of way that you would act before when he would get violent?
He never got violent.
So just angry.
He never got angry. He was always quiet, and
I thought he said before that he would have like violent moments, but never like.
He's saying he would have expected him to lash out and hit her or yell at her. He never expected something so violent like this. He was saying like,
Because of her bullying.
Because of the bullying, him growing up as a small child himself, a young boy himself, he would expect, a young boy to lash out angrily and like maybe hit somebody. And I most likely didn't say anything. But he would have mentioned, he had never done anything like that before. This is the first time anything like that has happened. Naomi kind of leans over to you. From the sounds of it, it seems some kind of magic was involved. No child can rip apart a person. She says this very quietly.
Mm-hmm.
Not unless they're, a monster.
I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to speak to us. I couldn't possibly understand what you all are going through, and we'll be around for at least the day if you have any other questions and or anything that you remember.
Thank you. Sam, thank you. Catherine doesn't say anything. Keith kind of gives you a nod and looks back to his friends and family, and they all kind of go off in their own directions. Mm-hmm. And with that, I'm going to quickly move over to the other four people. Mm-hmm. Nova.
On the other side of the room.
All right, Nova, Chrissy, Alcides, and Tat. Alcides, to kind of give you an understanding of where you are, you, Nova, Chrissy, and Tat have all made your way up to the young boy's house where you were informed he was hiding to talk with him. You're going to ask Tat to talk with the boy as from child to child. On your way up there, Tat asked the two of you and Nova, to kind of be big bodyguards, and Nova also is very strong, similar to you, the +5 to strength. So you both like had a little flexing contest earlier. And once you got up to the house, Nova had gone to open the door was locked, and so she kicked the door into oblivion.
Yes, that's my kind of stuff. Let's go.
Oh, let's go.
Said I missed it.
Yeah, so you kicked it open there. You came across a small child crying in a corner after the door just got busted in. Covered in blood, covered in dirt, skinny, gaunt.
The fact that they said that door was hard to open. Oops.
The four of you all entered in. Tat hiding behind you, scared.
Okay,
Mhm.
before
I'm
we
suddenly
carry on,
having a headache.
you know what, Blue? As soon as you said that, I don't know why, I instantly thought of the commercial of the guy that's just smacking all the kids,
Yep,
just backhanding all the kids and then the adults.
that is a commercial, EJ. It's just a commercial of just
Yeah, it's a commercial.
well, it's a fake ad, I think.
It's a
I
fake
think it's
ad,
college.
but
It's college humor, I believe.
Yeah,
But anyways, yes. So,
Myrtle, I love it.
Thank you.
the four of you all now stand in this room with a small child huddling in a corner. The house itself looks trashed. It looks like there was an animal attack inside the house. There's scratches. Everything's broken. Looks all falling apart.
Do you want a bread?
Can I just? Oh, sorry.
I would like some bread.
Did you say, do you want a bread?
Yeah, that's what I look at the
Do
kid
you
and I
want
ask
a
him
bread?
that.
Do you want
The,
a bread?
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
a sing-
no,
a
no,
singular bread.
Okay.
the kid doesn't say anything. He's just looking up at you in fear.
Can I toss him a piece of bread?
Okay, this isn't the Hunger Games PETA.
Yeah, so you go ahead and pull out a piece
He
of bread.
looks hungry.
You pull out a piece of bread and you toss it to him. And it just kind of like it hits him, and he like flinches, and it lands in his lap, and he looks down, and he looks back up to you guys like I'm confused.
It's okay. Hold on. I got this, guys. I'm gonna like Chrissy's gonna like kind of squat down to her, not like approach him or anything to scare him or anything, because that'd be bad. She's just gonna like kind of crouch down, and, like look at him. She's like, "Hey, what's your name?"
Falcon.
Falcon? That's a really cool name. I know you're scared, and I know that you're probably hungry, cold, but we're here to help you, and we brought someone here to talk to you.
Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay. What number is that? That is a 12.
As you're kind of leaning up towards the kid, another thought passes through your mind.
Falcon punch. Says my chat.
No!
Falcon punched the child.
This kid's dead.
Oh no.
So another thought crosses your mind of, very similarly, why am I talking to this kid? And your hand instinctively goes to the dagger.
What? Oh.
Uh-oh.
Can I see this?
No,
Yeah,
no,
you
no,
do.
no.
You do see that her hand goes to the dagger. Roll an insight check for me.
Do I also see this?
Yep, you can go ahead and also roll an insight check.
18 plus
Oh,
7,
I
Blue?
panics.
18 plus 7?
Yeah. What about it?
Are you smart?
No, I'm wise.
There's
Okay.
a difference.
You said you need me to read as well?
Hey, that's a 16
If you want
plus...
to. You would see this. You would see her hand kind of go to the dagger.
You said insight, right?
Insight. Yep.
Six.
I'm only rolling
Yeah,
I got
16
8.
plus
like this
1.
for the rest of the night.
17.
Oh. I just threw it across my desk.
Nice.
What was your roll? Sorry,
17.
Okay. 17 in total?
Yes, yes.
You... Tad, were you going to roll for this as well?
Yeah. It's 11.
To basically
total.
see what her thinking is.
Oh, I mean,
Like
just to
this.
see if I see her hand go to the dagger.
Oh yeah, you see it. It's not.
Oh, okay.
So for Nova and Alcides, you don't know exactly why. It makes sense though. It's this child supposedly murdered a young girl. She's most likely just being defensive. You kind of shake your head for a moment, Chrissy. We brought someone to talk with you, and kind of motion back to Tat.
Yes. This is my friend Tat. She's a kid just like you. Just an average child.
I'll just, I'll start marching in,
Average
just kind of like
Catholic
muttering
child.
angrily, and all of
That is
the
on an adventure
shutters,
with
windows,
two
doors will just like
Bible.
slam open and close. Thaumaturgy.
Wait, is this? There's literally one child and 5 adults. Who allowed this?
3 adults, 2 children.
No,
In a
I'm
room.
including Nova and Naomi.
No, Naomi's with Reximus.
Chat, would this be
I
a
know,
good
but
time to do
technically-
that
no, I'm talking
fireball
about
thing
open-
again?
It's the party. Yeah. So Tat begins to walk up to the child
Menacingly,
menacingly.
angrily.
Nova, you understand that she casts thaumaturgy, knowing magic.
I know
Thaumaturgy is
my
cast.
cleric
Everything
spells.
begins to shudder as thaumaturgy is cast. The child is terrified, and Chrissy, you get pushed back slightly, as if
Merlo, you
something
look
kind
very
of got
tired.
between you and the kid.
Oh, love that. Okay, Tat, what are you doing? Are you breaking me?
No, I'm just
Oh, I'm not actually
walking.
saying that out loud. Sorry.
Oh.
I probably should specify when I do that. My
I'm just walking right up to this child, like getting kind of up in his face, and I'm like, "What the heck is the matter with you? Are you crazy, child?"
What are you doing?
I don't know what you mean. I didn't do anything. I didn't mean to. It wasn't my fault. I'm sorry. It wasn't my fault.
Well, then what happened? All these people are sad, and they think it's because of you.
I
Guys,
mean, I did. I mean, it wasn't me. It was I. I didn't. I just got angry, and it just. She was being mean, and it just
Hulk smash.
more or less. And he just kind of like mutters, trails off into incoherent muttering. How close are you trying to get to the kid?
I was getting like right up in his face, being intimidating.
As you do, you get close to him, and you hit a solid object, as if there's something between you and him. You can't get any closer.
Kind of like feel it.
Yep. You've held a bird before. You know what feathers feel like.
Mm-hmm.
As you put your hand up to this solid object in front of you that you can't see, you feel feathers.
Bluesif, is my detect magic still going? Last 10
How long
minutes.
does that go for?
10
last 10
minutes.
minutes? Yes. Yeah, it would still be going.
Am I getting any pings on my radar?
The only ping you would have gotten was when Tat got afraid and that small glow came off of her.
Okay.
A large glow of energy and then nothing. No magic after that.
Interesting.
Besides the other magic that's already on.
Besides the whack stuff I figured out earlier. Okay.
Yep.
I'll be distracted for a moment and get a little less aggressive, and I'll be like, "Can you feel this?"
Who are you talking to?
The child, the boy.
Falcon.
It feels like feathers.
He kind of looks up. I don't know what you're talking about.
Did he look up like at an empty space, that ceiling or
Mhm.
something?
You see nothing.
I'm considering just attacking the nothing.
Can I cast Dispel Magic? Blue?
Yes. On what?
It would just be an area of like wherever they were looking.
Okay. Give me a second. I need to know what Dispel Magic does again.
Hopefully it dispels magic.
Hopefully, yes. Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower. Higher makes an ability check using the spellcasters for each spell. 4th.
Can I cast Catapult on one of the... Oh, I guess I'll see how this resolves first.
Yeah, you can go ahead and cast. You
So I
cast
guess-
Dispel Magic.
Yeah, but with the intent to dispel any invisibility.
Okay.
Uh oh, he's got a thinking face on.
Yep.
Uh oh.
which he doesn't have often. So
Yeah, I really don't. This is very.
I'm concerned.
I'm trying to think. Is this considered invisibility?
Do eat chip.
You mean is it considered the invisibility spell?
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's
Is
like
it
a
the
creature,
same?
if it's a creature ability, then it wouldn't be
It's
caused
not.
by
No.
magic.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to think. If.
If it's not an innate creature ability, then it would have to be some sort of like spell, wouldn't it?
In a sense, yes. You cast True Sight. Nope, sorry. You
Nope.
cast Dispel Magic. That's what
There
that
we
is.
go. True Sight would have been a whole other ball
That
game.
would have been another whole other thing.
That's a different ghost.
Yep. You cast Dispel Magic. And for a brief moment, you see a shimmering form standing about 12 feet tall, hovering over the child. Its arm, you don't get to see the whole thing. You just see, it looks as though it you know when you kind of blow sand past something? It's that kind of thing. You all see this, and you see what looks to be its arm in front of the child.
So I just
And then
see a
it's
shimmering
gone again.
arm in front of me, and then it's gone.
Pretty much, yes.
It looks like you have a protector falcon of sorts.
I mean, my automatic
Yeah.
hashtag mom instinct is I grab Tap by the shoulder, just kind of pull her back for a second.
Okay. So yeah, you get
I
pulled
was
back
like
for a
about to
brief
cast a
second.
spell, and I just okay.
Falcon just kind of sits there quietly and kind of gives a small nod. It wasn't me. I didn't want to.
Do you think you
Well,
can
your
use your
magic
big
friend
boy
did.
words? Explain what actually happened.
Got angry and she was being mean. She kept saying my parents didn't die. They just left. And so I got angry and I yelled at her. And then I said I wish she was dead, and he just kind of looks off into the distance.
Huh.
So give us one reason why we shouldn't kill your big friend here. If he did it.
Chrissy, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh.
Oh no.
Blue, please no.
Is it a not one or
Is
something?
it a 1? How many hold it up in your fingers.
Oh no.
The child makes a very good point.
Oh
And you
no.
unsheath the dagger. Nova, you see Chrissy unsheath the magical ping that you got before, a golden dagger with a ruby hilt.
Yeah, thanks. I hate it.
We've become enchanted murder hobos.
Can I stop her from doing something stupid?
She hasn't done anything stupid yet. She just unsheathed the dagger.
Preemptively stop her from doing something stupid, like hand on the hand with the weapon in it, like restrain the hand that has the dagger in it.
Yeah.
Blue, I have a question.
Yeah. Yeah, what's up, Alcides?
Okay, so who's she pulling the dagger on?
You don't know. She just pulled the dagger when Tat said, "Why shouldn't we kill your big friend?" No.
Okay, so in that case,
So you can assume it's in regards to the big invisible monster.
I'm going to. Can I ready protection?
Yeah, you get ready to cast a spell.
Who you're protecting?
Um,
The monster?
And
Probably whoever she goes to try to just, without any
Nova, you kind of put your hand on Krishy's shoulder. Do you actively try to hold her back, or you're just
Yeah.
trying to like, hey, don't?
It's like a firm like we're gonna use our thinking brain right now sort of grab. Like when a
Rainbow
kid,
brain, not
like when a
smooth.
kid's about to do something stupid and you just like firm hand on shoulder like
It's
Go
not Ooga
ahead.
Booga Caveman brain time.
yeah.
What's your armor class?
18.
Okay.
I can make it 20 if you want.
Nope. You don't
You
get
sure?
the
Don't
chance
stress
to.
me out.
This dagger's a problem.
You, as you kind of grab on to Chrissy's arm, she drops the knife, grabs it with the other hand, and stabs it at you.
Okay.
You move, you sidestep slightly, and it does go past you and doesn't hit you.
Okay. I think daggers need to go outside. People holding daggers must need to go outside.
What have you got? A dagger!
No.
No.
Because the way I see it, fighting someone who's 12 feet tall and invisible is not good. At least until you have more information.
So are we able to take Chrissy outside?
Chrissy says, "Fair," and kind of gives a slight nod and puts the dagger away.
Can we take the dagger from her?
You probably don't want to try that.
Are you gonna try to take the dagger away?
I don't know.
Shoot.
Can we have her like drop it on the floor and like take it away?
Is it clear that the dagger is like causing her to do stuff? Is it
No.
glowing magically
No.
or anything, or
Nope.
is it just it looks like she's just doing things?
Well, I've got weird vibes from
Nova,
it.
wait.
For Nova, yes.
No,
Yeah,
Nova has weird
Nova has
vibes from
detect
it.
magic. Okay.
Yeah.
With
Casted
that
earlier.
happening,
So then
Rexus.
Nova could say something like, "Hey, how about we just like drop?"
No,
the
She
dagger?"
could,
she can do
but
that if
Nova
she
has
wants
not.
to. Yeah, she can do that if she
Correct.
wants to. It's up to her.
Reximus, what are you doing after this? So backing up a little bit, time has passed. You just finished the conversation with,
Yep.
And your
the family.
Cinnabon.
and you have finished your Cinnabon.
Cinnabon.
Yes. Oh, Naomi finished her Cinnabon.
I
I don't know
want
what
Cinnabon.
Reximus got. What do you?
I also got a
what are you
Cinnabon.
doing?
I
You
was
did.
that awkward that I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna get. Oh, she's getting a Cinnabon. Okay, I'm just gonna get. Yeah,
I'm
can I
gonna
get a
get
Cinnabon?
She get what she gets. Yeah, exactly. So what are you
Yeah,
doing?
anyways. So I wanted to turn to Naomi and sort of like get her thoughts on stuff. So I was like,
Yeah, this thing's hot.
All right. Well, so that was interesting. What are your theories about everything that's happening here?
Most likely, the boy has some magic of some sort, and when he got upset, it lashed out, which I mean isn't uncommon. Children who have magical prowess who aren't, taught in a school setting or raised by a family that knows what's going on, things like this can happen. And if his family is really dead, then that would also be a part of why he didn't get any knowledge on it. I don't know who his family was, so don't entirely know, but here we are.
But it makes me think that there could be something else at play, because if he has been non-violent for a good
Most definitely.
while, staying with them, this is out of the ordinary. And even if he did have magic, I feel as though his still non-violent behavior would transfer, unless it's some sort of dark magic that he lost control of.
Absolutely the case. I have no idea, though. We can meet up with your friends and find out, or we can wait till they come back.
No, I definitely do want to see him and also see where he lives, just to sort of get more insight as to who he is.
So then we will head that way. And you two begin to head to the home. While they're walking up, Alcides, you're currently going through the process of should we get her to actually take the dagger away? Chrissy hasn't been this violent ever, really.
Yeah.
So it's strange, but this kid does have a giant monster here, so
Can I use my persuasion to have her like drop the like dagger, or like just like kind of like set it down somewhere?
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay, cool. I'm good at persuading people.
Y'all got some curses in this party. Swear to
That
God.
was a 15 plus 6.
Sorry.
You'll have some curses, you said?
What do you?
Yeah.
What's
Oh
wrong,
yeah,
Mike?
there's some weird stuff going on. I think Alcides is the only one who's like semi-normal, but that's I have no idea because he's been gone half the session.
That's what you think.
Exactly.
Alcides, what do you say to Chrissy?
I say, okay, so Chrissy, you've never been this violent before. Like let's just like set the dagger like over here, or like don't
I don't know
have
what you're
anybody else
talking about.
touch
I've
it.
been more sane in my life.
I think I'll hold on. Yeah, she says that, and then I think I'll hold on to it, especially with whatever that is.
Do you mind if I see the dagger again? You can hold it all you want. I just want to see it.
No, not happening. This is mine, and only I can touch it. If you touch it, then bad things will happen.
Oh, that's
She doesn't say that exactly,
okay.
but she does say, "I'll hold on to it, and you can look at it from a distance."
Okay, that's fine. I don't need to hold it or anything. I just want to see it.
She unsheaths the dagger.
Do I do something
Yikes.
stupid?
Oh boy.
We could use our combined strength to do something about that dagger.
Well,
What is the stupid thing?
I could, out of character, I could cast command and say drop.
Oof.
Yeah, you
I
can.
could.
That
But,
reminds me of Yasha, where she's like, "Sit, boy."
No, I think Nova's just gonna take a real hard look at it.
It's a very
Realize-
pretty dagger.
It is, but
Go ahead and make a
also
wisdom
I
saving throw for me.
okay. That is a 14 plus 7.
Okay.
So that's a 21.
It is a very pretty dagger.
Okay.
From what you've seen, though, it may not be best, but if you get the chance, it wouldn't hurt to have.
Okay. I don't know. Old reliable is still my favorite.
Yeah, Old Reliables is forever will be.
No one can replace that.
No.
Okay. Nova doesn't say anything.
Can we stop trying to stab
But-
each other over here? Just let the woman have her dagger and let's focus on the big creature here.
Chrissy, she's the
But
dagger.
that's no fun.
Hey, Falcon buddy. Do you know who your big friend is?
No, he doesn't have a name.
You didn't even
Doesn't.
give him one? It's kind of rude.
No, he doesn't talk. He doesn't at least want one. He's
Do you
just
know what he
here.
wants? What he does want?
Me to be safe. Me to be happy.
Are you
Why?
happy?
Not right now. You broke my door.
No, I'm sorry. That was an accident.
I killed
You you can-
Maya.
You can eat the bread.
I'm not hungry.
You look like you need a meal, kid.
So as that's happening, Reximus, you and Naomi make your way up to the house as Nova is trying to convince a child to eat bread. As you
Eat
walk
my
up to the
bread, kid.
house, Naomi stops a good 3 feet away from the door. And then you kind of realize she isn't following. You look back, and she's just looking straight at the house.
So
Her bird is circling up ahead, but she herself is looking at the house.
So, are you gonna come inside, or
No, I think we should stay outside. And she kind of, new friends of mine, and she kind of shouts out to the four of you in the house. Why don't you come out here and join me real quickly?
Who's that?
Naomi.
You?
No, I've said that in
Oh
character.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh, in character, yes, okay.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Oh, the door that doesn't exist. The door that got punched in, by the way.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Don't tell me. I think I do remember her. She
It
has a
comes
snake,
back.
right?
Yep. So Alcides, Nova, and Chrissy, and Tat, you hear Naomi from outside kind of yelling at you guys to come outside. And you look back and you see Reximus and Naomi kind of standing outside, and she kind of motions like, hey, let's talk out here.
Do you guys go out?
I'm kind of standing in place. I want to make sure he doesn't escape.
I can bodyguard the door if you guys want to go see what.
Well, there are other entrances.
I'm gonna stay next to Tat just in case.
So I guess we motion for them to come closer.
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be within 5 feet of Tat, so I'm gonna be like in between you guys and in between Tat, where I'm at least 5 feet away from Tat. That's all I'm gonna say.
And Chrissy,
More sunglasses. Outside.
you head outside, okay? So Chrissy heads outside, and Naomi kind of walks up to meet her. And Alcides, you kind of walk towards the door. Tat and Nova both still stand inside.
Mhm.
So, and Reximus, do you follow?
Yeah, I guess I kind of turn or walk back towards Naomi.
Naomi kind of walks up to where you are and to meet up with Chrissy and Alcides. So, strange question, but can any of you see invisibility?
Wait. Can rogues
Maybe
do
not
that?
see,
No,
but detect it.
Did you just ask us if we could see invisible things?
Yes.
Oh, Maximus.
Like, Alcides casually be like, yeah, you can't
Can I
see
hear
it?
this conversation too?
You
Yeah,
can.
can
Yep.
you?
I can see shadows sometimes. Does that count? Okay.
In a sense, yeah.
See, Naomi, now you've just got people talking about the voices in their head. Like, what do you?
I see things whenever I close my eyes sometimes.
Oh gosh. Okay. Can we stop? Can we stop doing a therapy session with Alcides?
I can see in my mind's eye.
Right now.
I see things in my
I
night.
see my dead parents at night.
So he's not wrong though. Let's see. Okay. Light, DM to DM.
Yeah.
See invisibility. It's a self spell, but can you
Mhm.
cast it on others?
Yes.
Cool. So Naomi's gonna put her hand on Chrissy and Reximus's shoulders first and cast See Invisibility. And then put their hand on Alcides and cast See Invisibility as well.
Why?
So the
Why did you do that? That was weird. Just stop.
You look in the house. You look secretly. You're like, cool.
No, Blue, I'm just imagining her just
Physical
doing this.
contact achieved.
Hey,
Hey, no.
hey.
It puts her hand on each of your shoulders and casts the invisibility, and you look inside the house, and you can't see the boy anymore. In front of the boy is a large feathered arm, a large crow raven creature with lightly glowing green eyes.
It's
Looking at,
Tibbers.
in a sense, yes, it is
Yes.
a large avian creature. And I'm going to go ahead and share an image.
Okay, I get
Oh,
what you
boy,
were saying
spooky-
now.
Spooky stuff. Spooky stuff.
That makes
Spooky,
sense.
scary.
Listen, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings before. I'm just saying that seemed like a really weird question to ask, but I get it now because what is that thing? I don't.
I don't know. I don't. I
Blue,
really
would this
don't
be
know.
something? Would this be something I've seen before or no?
No, you have no
No,
idea what
okay.
this is.
Okay. Only reason I asked that is just because of my background and where I'm from.
Roll a
that's why I
nature
asked.
check.
Okay.
Nope,
Maybe-
roll an Arcana check. I'm sorry.
Dang it! I think nature would have. Nope, I don't even have a nature modifier. You said Arcana.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is a flat 13.
You have no idea.
Okay.
Did you
'Cause
send the
I
image?
don't have
Blue?
any Arcana stuff.
Not yet. I'm
Okay.
trying to find it. I'm sorry.
Gotcha.
Does it look like for them this the kind of thing that you'd want to mess with?
No.
I mean,
It's good to know.
based
a
on my
giant angry
character,
pigeon.
yes. Because I mean, if it's something I can fight, why not?
I will go ahead and say this art is not mine. I did not commission it either. This is from the artist on Twitter known as
Was it not long too?
at ABZJ Harding.
Whoa.
What?
Did it send or oh I think I
Nope.
actually sent it only to EJ. Oh no.
Nice.
I
Where did
I
I
didn't
send
get
it?
it either.
Who did you send it to a random person?
Oh, there it
There
is.
it is.
Send it, send it.
It
Oh.
wasn't loading.
Oh.
Oh, that is
Oh,
very
I like
big.
that. I want to
Wow.
fight it. I want to
Mm.
fight it. I want to fight
Yikes.
it.
That's some like Tim
I-
Burton and mixed with H.G. Wells kind of stuff right there.
Blue, is this thing considered an animal? Can I do an animal?
Shuri says, I want to catch it. Legendary.
I want
Yeah.
it.
Put it in my Pokeball.
You have no idea.
I think it's terrifying.
That is their Twitter handle. I put it in the Babeltech stream, and I'll go ahead and post it on the Discord as well, so you can share it, EJ, if
Alright.
anyone wants to find this artist.
Nice.
Cool.
Wow. So that's horrifying.
Yep, and you see that standing over the boy and more or less covering him from the others.
Don't like 0 out of 10.
Tat, you do not see this, and Nova,
No,
you do not
Nova
either.
doesn't see it.
No.
Nova already knows not to mess with this thing. She's not a fan.
Blue, can I use my divine sense to try to figure out what this thing is?
Yes. Divine sense. Let me pull this up real quick.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, you clap?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Wait, what? You
Wow.
clap?
I clapped.
Oh. Oh, I see.
So you cast divine. You use your divine sense, Alcides. So I'll get to you momentarily, Reximus. Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll-
Divine sense is a pain in the ass to find.
Get the feeling this isn't gonna end.
Here we go. As an action, you can detect good and
Yes,
evil.
I can
within
clap,
your
Ducky. Okay, my arms are close enough together that I can clap them. All right.
See, what is the presence of strong evil registers in your noxious order. Sorry,
What'd
I'm
you say?
reading through. I'm reading through divine sense.
I just burned my fingers trying to light a candle.
Nice.
Yikes.
Let's use one of these.
I did.
Zippo?
Oh, that was regular.
Yeah, no, this isn't regular.
You
This one has a button.
can't tell what it
Grab
is
button.
with
Can't
your
tell if it's good or
divine
evil?
sense. You know for a fact it is just radiating evil, noxious energy.
Okay,
Oh,
that's all I
fun.
needed to know. That's all I needed to know.
But-
Oh no.
You can't
Fun
tell if it's
stuff.
undead. You can't tell if it's a demon. You don't know exactly what it is.
Okay, so it's not Celestial Fiend Undead.
From your knowledge, you don't know. Reximus, you clap. and you do not see Bazaar appear. You hear,
Yikes.
kind of in the back of your head, very sorry, in the middle of something. Can't really come to your attention right now. However, how can I help? Do you need something?
I'm just gonna like take 2 steps away from the group so it doesn't look like I'm talking to myself.
Right, okay.
Always got to think of what the girls think.
I literally am first focused on appearances, so I'm gonna just I'm just gonna be like, do you know what that thing is? I don't know if you can see where I am.
Oh, there's kids for Halloween here. That's what that sound was.
I see, okay. I can't see anything. Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. And then, in the back of your head, run. For a very familiar voice. And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Yeah, this isn't going to end well.
Nice. Just hear run.
And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Before 6, I guess.
I got to leave before 6. Yeah, sorry.
All right, no problem. Thanks for the session.
Just because everything's falling apart. Absolutely. Fun fact, I don't know when the next session's going to be because I've got Thursdays off for the next couple weeks. However, I've got jury duty, so I don't know my availability.
Blackmail jury duty.
I don't understand the reference.
It's from the
What?
Grinch.
The Grinch.
Blackmail, jury.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the Grinch since
The Ginch.
The Ginch.
the Grinch since like 2012. I'm sorry,
Bro.
but yeah. So
This is
I gotta go. I don't know when the next session will be. We're gonna try to get that planned. Thank you everyone for showing up to today's Evotech session, Evotech D&D, with our wonderful guest Light.
Woo!
Don't you and Dylan stream D&D?
No, he does his Pokemon stuff.
Okay.
But we play it, and one of our friends DMs for us, and we do a Pokemon D&D, which has been fun.
Got
amazing.
Shermie is quaking.
So if that is streamed anywhere, and if you want to promote it anyway, feel free to. I'm gonna go. Have a
See you,
wonderful
Blue.
night, everyone.
Goodbye,
I'll
Blue
let
Straw, too.
Yeah, I'll let you all know when I'm next available. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and we will see you for tomorrow's Evotech stream. Goodbye.
Bye.
That was so fast.
I feel like we're.
I'm also gonna go. I'm gonna get
debated.
shower and get ready for.
Yeah, I gotta go meet up with my
Halloween thing,
family.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I'm ending the stream. See you, everyone. Thanks for coming by. God bless.
I love you guys.